This is the moment America and women's rights went back in time.
5 justices ended the right of American women to choose abortion under the Constitution.
The Supreme Court has overturned Roe v. Wade.
The hardest part is wiping away the tears to someone who says, what am I supposed to do now? To know that I wasn't able to give care for a person that needed it for whatever reason.
Even though you've heard a lot about Roe versus Wade, I want to inform you about the history of abortion and particularly Doe versus Bolton.
Doe versus Bolton was the critical companion case to Roe versus Wade in establishing the right of a woman to decide in consultation with her physician about this critical personal health care choice.
It was about the Georgia laws, and the statutes in Georgia had all these restrictions that a woman had to jump through, in order to have an abortion.
Both cases were argued at the same time. Margie Pitts Hames and Doe versus Bolton have been lost to history. She represented pretty much all the clinics, the abortion clinics in Atlanta.
Margie Pitts was a brilliant lawyer. She commanded respect by her intellect, the way she carried herself, and what she accomplished.
We'll hear arguments next in number 70, 40, Doe against Bolton.
When she spoke, it was like she was giving a lecture.
During the Supreme Court case of Doe versus Bolton, Mom was very proud. She really wanted to make a statement because she knew she was speaking to the Supreme Court. They were all men.
Mrs. Hames, you may proceed whenever you're ready.
Thank you, Mr. Chief Justice, and may it please the court. This is an appeal from a decision of the Northern District Court of Georgia.
Good evening. In a landmark ruling, the Supreme Court today legalized abortions. The majority in cases from Texas and Georgia said that the decision to end a pregnancy during the first 3 months belongs to the woman and her doctor, not the government.
Randy, let me start with you. Tell me about Operation Rescue. Why did you organize it?
Randall Terry. He was a former used car salesman turned evangelical freak.
From our convention headquarters in friendly Atlanta.
The Democratic Convention in '88, Atlanta was under siege by Operation Rescue.
As they prepared for this, the second day in what they call the Siege of Atlanta.
They blocked entrances to clinics. They would follow patients. They would try to out them. And Margie, of course, was in the lead, making sure they arrested them appropriately, making sure they were charged, being a liaison with the police, with the press, with everything. She took care of us.
She was a pioneer in terms of paving ways for other women to come forth and do this type of work.
The laws back then, they almost are similar to the laws that are being passed now around the country.
It would be a mistake to ever underestimate the importance of Doe versus Bolton in the continuing discussion about women's rights and women's health.
I think Margie would say, we won this, and now it's gone. And now we've got to take it back.